Hey everybody, welcome back to Mixing Music Analog and mixingmusicanalog.com, and here on the YouTube channel we got our good old friend Cousin Dave up from New York again doing a bunch of videos today. And this one is really special. I've been looking forward to this one for a while, and we'll talk about that in a second. This is the Gainlab Audio Governor compressor, which is a stereo or a dual mono. It's an opto compressor, tube opto compressor with a couple unique features in it. Very versatile. We're going to listen to it on a few different sets of program material today. Link will be in the description box below. You can go check them out. Full disclosure, they did send us this unit so we can do this review for you, but we're not being paid for the video, so on and so forth. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and also go out to mixingmusicanalog.com if you want to know more about what I do for a living, which is mix clients' music. So if you want your music mixed on an SSL and a bunch of gear by a good old Uncle Dave here, go to mixingmusicanalog.com. Okay, so Gainlab Audio. I'm a huge fan of them. If you've been watching this channel for a long time, you know that I love their products. I have the Gainlab Audio Empressor EQ, which I bought with my own money. It lives on my drum bus and or master bus and has been there for a good solid 2 years, and that is the best $2,000 I think I've ever spent. So if you're looking for a killer stereo tube Pultec with some modern features EQ, the Empress is great. Gainlab Audio reached out to me and said, we love your Empress video. Would you like to check out the Governor? Sure, send me the Governor. We want to check this out, and that's what we got here. So we're going to walk through the controls here. You'll see an image on the screen of the actual unit and also a picture so I can walk you through the controls. There's a lot of little controls here, and then Dave's going to get over there on the controls and we're going to demonstrate this together. We will do at least one other video on this where we pull up a full mix and do it on individual elements of a mix, but this time we're just going to listen to full program material.
Yeah, this would be great on a vocal that we don't have right now.
Right, we don't have. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit the notification bell. There will be another video for this product. I guarantee it. So let's start at the top left-hand corner. The top left-hand corner of this unit, we have compression type. We have soft, medium, and hard. This is the top channel. The top layer is the left channel. The bottom layer is the right channel. You'll see that the controls are exactly the same. Compression type down here, we have a tube boost circuit, which is what I love about the Empressor EQ. We have a full-on tube boost, middle position with the toggle will be completely off, and then we have an air band, which is really cool, which we're going to demonstrate in a bit. Then if you go across to the right here, we have our threshold here. Now we have two levels of slope here, or two levels of threshold, I guess you can see. The first one is for threshold, and then the second one is the second slope. And I guess the way you can look at this, or the way you can read about it on their website, is it's almost like having two compressors in series. You have two different you have two gain reduction meters on each channel, which we'll show you in a second. One for gain reduction 1, one for gain reduction 2. Gain reduction 1 controlled by the threshold is more of a softer knee, I guess you can say.
Very soft knee.
Yeah, very gentle kind of a roll-off compression.
Very optical.
Very optical.
Yeah.
Whereas when you get to the second slope control, which is independent, that is more of a hard knee, more hard style compression.
Yeah.
We will demonstrate that, and you can use them both in together, or you can use one without the other.
And they're interactive.
Whereas,
like, if you're running the threshold up on gain reduction 1, you start bringing the second slope in, it's actually reducing the gain reduction on the top and adding in on the bottom. They're very interactive.
Together, which gives you a very unique kind of compression, the way you could dial in the amount of the compression, the style of the compression, and it's almost like mixing a soft knee and a hard knee together.
Yes.
At least that's how I interpret it. I don't know if Gainlab interprets it that way, but that's how we kind of see it.
And with the interaction, you can use it to balance the soft knee to hard knee.
Yeah, it's kind of very unique.
Whereas they're working together. You have to hear it to get it.
You will. We'll hear it in a second.
It's an interesting effect.
In the center here, we have a link switch here. Now, when we link the two channels together, the top controls will control both sides on the threshold, the second slope, but not the output gain. The output gain are independent, even when it's in link mode. And here is our output section here.
And the sidechain filter is also independent.
And the sidechain filter, which is right over here next to the gain reduction meter. Now, in the center here, you'll see we have the top channel of gain GR1, GR2. GR1, gain reduction 1, gain reduction 2, gain reduction reduction 1 is controlled by the threshold knob. Gain reduction 2 is by the second slope control. And as Dave said, they're kind of interactive. You'll see what that means. Then we have a bypass switch here. And when it's in linked mode, all we have to do is flip the top switch and that will bypass the unit, and you'll see that in action. Then we have our attack and release. And we have a bunch of different settings here. These are all stepped, really good and easy for recall. On the attack, we have an auto, fastest, faster, fast.
Yeah. Faster, fastest, normal.
Slow, slowest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And only the attack has the auto.
Only attack has the auto. On the release, there is no auto, but there's fastest, faster, fast, slow, and slower. And then we have a power button here. So the best way for us to demonstrate this is to do just that, demonstrate this.
Yeah.
So we got everything up on the screen so you can see it. Dave is going to jump over to the controls, emission control there, and he's going to kind of control things. We're going to start with kind of a finished dance, kind of a mix with a lot of low end in it, a lot of synthesize-y kind of thing. That's what we're going to listen to on it at first.
We're going to
start with no compression.
No compression, no tube circuit, no nothing. It's just
to run the signal through it. We'll bypass it on and off, and then we'll start bringing in at least just the tube circuit with no compression, just so you could hear by just running audio through it what's going on, and when you bring in the tube circuit, what's going on before we get to the compression.
And I'll flip between the tube and the airband and so forth. We'll try to run I'm gonna do a lot of switching on this.
Right. So just keep your eye on the unit. You can see it loud and clear. And again, keep in mind that the bypass switches are just next to the right side of the side chain. So there it is, and you can see the light. So there we go. So this is no compression, just running music through it, and then Dave will flip the switches and we'll talk about what we hear. Again, make sure you're listening on good studio monitors and or good studio headphones. Here we go, a little bit of dance from the 1970s, right? 70s, go.
Yeah, it sounds disco-y to me.
Disco-y, here we go. So just running signal through it, what I'm hearing when the tube circuit is just that's what I love about their products.
Tube circuit's sick.
I loved it on the Empress EQ, and I love it on this as well. Yeah, I get a little bit of extra level that you can balance the output, but it just gives a nice fatness to the sound. The airband is really kind of subtle, at least on this program material, right? It's a little bit more of a subtle, but on that, on that little snare, it gives a little bit more top end to that snare. It it's just you could just hear some of the harmonic content just running audio through this thing, which is great. So now we're going to keep it on the same track, Dave. Let's just start bringing in just gain reduction 1 just by using the threshold, and maybe you can, again, you can mess with the attack and release, and you can watch it on the screen here.
I'm on auto attack fast release right now.
And we'll just do gain reduction 1. We won't use the second slope quite yet. Here we go. Yeah, so even when you mess with all the attack and release settings, it just, I don't know where you got it set right now. What do you got it set?
I went back to where I started. I mean, I got to admit that auto attack is perfect.
Yeah, it just seems like,
yeah.
I don't know if the right word is, it's like it almost seems like it's a classy kind of a compressor. Like it just makes things sound more polished, maybe is the right word to me.
It's very clean.
But yeah, I mean, it's not that it's not colored. It's just, it sounds really good.
It just does a nice, clean compression to the sound.
Yeah, but when you bring that tube circuit in, then you start getting that nice warmth from those tubes. I really like that a lot.
I'm never turning the tube circuit back off. Now, do me a favor, run it again. I'm going to leave it set where I have it, but I'm going to run slow. I'm going to run soft, medium, and hard.
On the compression. Okay, you're on what?
On just this channel, on just the first one. So I'm not running the second slope yet.
So you're on soft right now.
Yep, soft right now.
So keep your eye on the switch on the left-hand side. You'll see them go from soft to medium to hard compression.
Yep.
Yeah, so when you're compressing, we'll do this in another video. Like parallel drums, you on that hard compressor, you could probably get some great parallel drum crush happening.
Yeah, we're gonna play with that later anyway.
Yeah, right now we got a little bit more output level because we probably want to juice down the output level match it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds really good, man. Yeah, we'll start bringing in now. We're going to start bringing in the second slope, and you can watch how it interacts. As he brings in the second slope, you can see how the first gain reduction meter, how it kind of reacts. Here we go. Yeah, it sounds really good. So you can notice that when he brings in the second slope, you'll see that as the gain reduction comes up on the second slope, the first slope, because it's interactive, you're getting less gain reduction. So as you're turning up the second slope, the first gain reduction meter is becoming a little less, and then vice versa. So it makes this thing very versatile. I mean, very tweakable for sure.
That second slope was making that snare especially punch a little more too.
Yeah, so you could really finesse and dial in between those two slopes. The style of compression that you're looking for are completely dependent on the material that you're putting through it.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Why don't we switch over to an acoustic guitar kind of a thing? Something that's a little bit more delicate sounding at the beginning, and then the drums kind of kick in. So why don't we start with no compression at all? And again, we'll move a little faster this time, and we'll just flip through the different, tube circuit, airband, all that stuff. Here we go. Here is an acoustic guitar little diddle. Yeah, the airband sounds good on that.
Yeah.
It's what I really like about it when you bypass it, like the acoustic in particular, not so much the cellos behind it, but the acoustic seems like it's much more dry and up front. When you bring that compressor, it almost seems like there's more space, like whatever room that acoustic was played in, we could hear the room, and it adds that beautiful little bit of reverb sound that we get.
Yeah.
That sounds really, really great.
Really good on that.
Really good on acoustic.
Yeah.
Again, you can fiddle with it. You can make it really extreme. I think the key to this one is dealing with the two slopes and trying to get that perfect mesh between the two slopes.
What happened? That hard slope, especially like on that one, that hard slope was causing some kind of a jiggle.
Yeah. It was a little much. Yes.
Yeah, it was a little much. So you back off of that. What also was interesting too was I started turning just the first slope compression up, and both compressions went up. Yeah, both gain reduction meters went up when I did that.
Interesting.
That's what I thought was interesting. So they definitely work together.
Yeah, they're interactive.
Very interactive. It's like
interactive together.
Yeah, when you start turning up that first slope, you want to start turning that second slope down.
So now we're going to go to just a basic drum groove, and then we'll finish up this video. And again, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we will do other videos on this. We have to get a little bit more familiar ourselves with this one. This one's a little bit more involved.
Yeah.
We've only played with this for a short period of time, but so far my first reactions is it's a very versatile, very classy sounding compressor, which I really like. So here we go on a drum groove. Let's drum groove it, and let's see where we are. Let me just loop this a little bit better so we have a little bit more of a loop here.
Yep.
Here we go. So we will drum groove it. Yeah, just you can hear the room. You can hear more of the room. Yeah, that sounds real. I really like that on the drums. That sounds really good. What if you hit it a little harder? Like if you wanted to do like a parallel compression thing, what would you do?
I'm gonna go to hard compression.
Let's just see. Well, we're gonna destroy it. I just want to hear what it kind of does.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can get really gnarly with it.
You can smash the crap out of it.
Yeah, that's a little bit much, but the setting you had before that was just on that edge. Good. Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, and that's the hard compression.
Yep.
I had the side chain at 70. It's auto attack, which I have not come off auto attack since I played with it once. There's just no reason to. That's faster release. Side chain 70, and then I was smashing the living crap out of it.
Can you just leave it where it is and turn the side chain? What's it to 240? What's that next side chain? Is that as high as it goes?
No, it's going to go, what is that? So I'm on 70 now. It's going to go to 180, 250. So
let's try 180 just to see
if... I'm just going to leave it in the smash mode, or you want me to try to get back to that other sound?
No, let's keep it in the smash mode for a moment. Here we go. Yeah, I would use that for parallel compression right there. I kind of like that. That's nice. Very, 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 very versatile.
That's really a nice.
So now we're putting it just on a drum bus, very kind of subtle, and then we'll finish up this video. Where would we kind of set this thing to just give it a little bit of drum bus, typical drum bus compressor squeeze with a little bit of tube saturation.
All right, I'm gonna go to 40. And I'm gonna go medium on the compression type first.
Okay, medium compression.
Medium style. Let's try.
Here we go. All right, so we had a little bit of a computer issue there at the very end. But anyway, that is the Gainlab Audio Governor. I mean, I think it sounds great.
I think it's awesome.
I want to play with it a little bit more.
Yeah, I would like to hear that on clean individual sources. Like, like anything. Honestly, pretty much anything. But I mean, on compressors like this, I always go towards bass, piano, vocal, things like that. You know,
maybe
what I mean?
Some nice strings.
Yeah, any nice sustainy type of stuff.
Yep.
But what's nice about that is with that second slope, you are getting transient material controlled but not destroyed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is really nice, because I mean that's the thing with a lot of what you see with a lot of optical compressors is that it'll round over the transients too much.
Yep.
Whereas with that one, and it was on the drum bus when it was just the soft one, it was a little much. But once you start bringing in the second slope, you got all your transients back.
Right.
You know, it's really nice.
It's a nice compressor.
And you can smash the crap out of something with it.
Yeah,
too, if you want to.
You can use do parallel drums on that all day long. That thing sounds really good.
Yeah.
So again, make sure you stay tuned to the channel. We will definitely do another video where we pull up a full mix. We'll put it on in some individual sources. That is the Gainlab Audio Governor. Great compressor. Links in the description box below. Let us know in the comments below what you think of their stuff. And again, they make high quality everything. I can't wait to check out some of their other stuff. They just make some really great stuff. So thank you so much, Gainlab Audio, for sending this unit out to us. We will do another video with this in the future. Like, share, subscribe. Go to mixingmusicanalog.com so you can check out all the mixing services and things that I can do to help you make your music sound its absolute best. And until the next video, I've been Dave, and he's been Dave with Mixing Music Analog and mixingmusicanalog.com. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Take care, boys.